Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another episode of Gentlemen's Club Whiskey. I am the Pontiff of Japanese Whiskey and your Tokyo Godfather here, Mr. Mark Antimate. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the Dewars White Label. Not only that, but in case you guys did not know, Dewars is the creator of the highball. So not only are we going to be drinking this straight, but we are also going to make a highball, the Dewars style highball, at the end of the video. Wow, my desk is a complete mess right now. I got all my mixing apparatus up here, as well as 2 glasses, a bunch of ice, soda, all kinds of Dewars stuff. Just, it's a complete madhouse up here. What do I want to show you guys first? You guys know that I've already reviewed the Dewars True Scotch aged 12 years blended Scotch whiskey. The reason that I bought this one was because I believe it was in the year 2001. Sean Connery, for I think the duration of a year, had become the spokesperson for Dewars whiskey, and this was the first Scottish whiskey that he ever promoted, because prior to that he had promoted Japanese whiskey and he had promoted bourbon whiskey. And I mean, it was like finally a homecoming for him to do some Scotch, finally, after doing other countries' whiskeys first. So I pretty much bought this just based on the strength that Sean Connery was inside of this commercial, and he was the brand ambassador for about a year or so. That was around circa 2001. So now that I showed you this, and if you guys want to see that review, just go ahead and click the link down inside the description, and I'll have it linked at the end of the video as well. So there's that. This is another one that I bought recently that I have to open up and review, but this is not going to be in this video. I'm just wanting to show you guys. This is the Dewars True Scotch aged 8 years Caribbean smooth blended Scotch whiskey, rum cask finish. Got it inside this nice box and all, so we will try this one out. I guess in the subsequent video we will review this one. So there's that. The book 50 Japanese Whiskeys, available now on Amazon.com. Make sure you guys get your copy. If you're a collector, get the hardcover. If you want to save some bucks, you guys can go ahead and get this in paperback, or it is also available in ebook format. All right. So that was 3 things that I just cleared from the desk, but I still have all this apparatus in front of me. Got some lemons up here too. All right. This is a Dewars that I bought right here in Tokyo, Japan. They really want to entice you to buy whiskey in Japan, so they give you a lot of free gifts inside of these packages, and it comes at no additional cost to what you have to pay, for the basic standard whiskey itself. If you go back and look at the Dewars aged 12 years, you've seen that this was actually a gift box as well, and it came with like some cutlery, and it also came with the recipe book for making some different recipes. Go ahead and look at that. That was at no additional cost. But this one is even better than that, because this one comes with a Dewars original tumbler, which I want to use for making different mixed drinks that require a copper cup. So this one, the Dewars is, I think it's 40% ABV. Is that what that says? Yes. Yep. Alcohol. 40% ABV. 700 milliliters. This bottle, maybe it's in a bigger bottle in Scotland, but here in Japan is 700 milliliters. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and open up this box. It's all in Japanese. Don't expect to get this in your part of the world. There's a recipe here on the side. How to make whiskey highball. Okay. And it gives you the steps there. 30 milliliters and 120 milliliters of, what is that? I think that kanji is for soda water. Yeah, that's for soda water. Okay. We'll make that at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and open this up. I'll be so glad to finally get rid of this big box here. It's not worth anything. I don't collect whiskey anyways. I only drink it. There goes the bottle. So much cardboard inside of this. There goes our copper cup. Very nice. Completely empty. Yeah. All right. Put these side by side. I mean, this is already a tinted bottle to age 12 years, so you can't really just look at the bottle and see how dark it is. And this is the no age statement white label. Probably just been aged for about 3 years. There you go, side by side. Okay, Dewars True Scotch White Label Blended Scotch Whiskey, double aged for extra smoothness. I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the most, just the brand in general, not specifically this one, but it's the most awarded Scotch whiskey in the world. So I'm hoping for good things for this extremely cheap Scotch here. Let's take it to the website and talk about Dewar's heritage real quick. Founded in 1846 by John Dewar, John Dewar and Sons Limited has grown from a small wine and spirits merchant shop in Perth, Scotland, to become a globally renowned and celebrated blended Scotch whiskey enjoyed around the world. Founders. Our story started with a shop in Perth and founder John Dewar. Together with sons John, Alexander Dewar, and Tommy Dewar, these three men changed the course of whiskey history and created some mighty fine products along the way. Our Celtic truth knot, a sign of strength and longevity, is constructed from the 3 Ds representing our founders, John, Tommy, and John Alexander Dewar. If you want to know what that Celtic true knot is, it's this little embossing that you see here on the bottle. And here it is on the label top there. 3 Ds like a ring connected together, okay? John Alexander Dewar, born in 1856, died in 1929. The more analytical son of John Dewar, John Alexander Dewar became the business brains behind the building of the company and the brand. Here it says, the world's most awarded blended Scotch whiskey. No one likes to show off, but we cannot ignore the fact that Dewars is the world's most awarded blended Scotch whiskey, accumulating over 1,000 awards to date. And it's showing off some of their whiskeys that have won so many awards. History of blending. Since 1846, we've been changing the course of whiskey history and created some mighty fine product along the way. 1846. John Dewar Spirit Merchants is founded. John Dewar and Sons was founded as a humble spirit merchant with John Dewar's children working behind the counter at some point. When the Spirit Act was passed, he began blending whiskeys together to create his own smooth blend. All right, so that's all I have to say about that one. Man, I should have just let this long introduction be its own little video, but we're going to go ahead and do this review inside of the exact same video. We're not going to splice it up into 2 different things. But here we go. Let's go ahead and click on the white label. It says, in 1899, a year after production commenced at Dewar's new distillery, Aberfeldy, A.J. Cameron created the now iconic Dewar's white label. Over the next 120 years, our flagship blend established itself as one of the leading blended Scotch whiskies worldwide. Did you know that Dewar's White Label is the whiskey of choice for highballs by bartenders of Japan for unique smoothness and refreshing taste? This makes it the perfect accompaniment to food. All right, and we got flavor notes here, but we're not going to read those. Yeah, I guess we will. It says that the flavor notes are citrus, pear, and honey. So we will make that highball later. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. And let's have a pour of this. Crack it open for the very first time. And let's pour just a wee dram there. Not too much because I'm going to be drinking a lot of alcohol today. So there's that, very light colored. So gentlemen, you know what time it is. This is the point of the video where I turn off the camera and conduct my review, and then I come back and I let you guys know what I have found over the last 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I've just conducted my notes. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what it is that I think about this. You guys can see that I have a little bit left. This is one of the best tasting, cheap, extremely budget whiskeys that I've had. You know, I've been inside the Japanese realm of tasting for so long that I forgot how good Scotch whiskey can be. Even the affordable stuff. So I'm very happy with this one. The nosing is not the best in the world, but you can get some notes from this. I wrote that it is light spicy oak, as it is. Light spicy oak wood and honey. And that's all you get from this. Ethanol is not really there. The palate. Vanilla, honey, smoke, and oak. So you got those 4 components. And then on the finish, you have a chewy vanilla and honey. And it's a lingering taste. So the one note that goes throughout everything is the honey that you will find from beginning to end. Pretty good drink. This is not a bad dram at all. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Nah, we're not going to finish this. We'll pour this inside of the highball that we're getting ready to make. So I'm getting ready to pause the video right now and go back and grab my ice out of the freezer again because I didn't want it to melt. I had stuck it in there while I was conducting my tasting. Now I got to go pull it back out. I'll be right back, gentlemen. Here's how to make a whiskey highball as according to Dewars. So I'm looking at the website right now, and it calls for 60 milliliters of Dewars white label, which we do have here in front of us. Let's go ahead and pour that. We got our jigger here. That's what I'm going to do right there, because I don't know exactly where the 40 is. So I'm going to do 320s on this from the pony side. Okay, let's fill it up. That's 20. 40. 60. So we got that there. We're going to put in this ice last because I don't want to mess up this recipe. I want to make sure that I get all the measurements just right. It says next 100 milliliters of soda water. We have some right here, but we do have to count out the... All right, if this is 44, we're not going to fill it all the way up to 44. Let's make the math too hard. Let's just fill it up to 30. Okay, there we go. 30. 60. Here we go for 90. And let's get that other 10 inside of there. There we go. Next, let's put the cap back on this. We got our store-bought. Don't try to make this stuff at home. We got our store-bought crushed ice. Let's fill this up. Pretty much going to take the remainder of the ice that I have inside of this bag here. Definitely. Okay, there we go. Let's just go ahead and finish this off. Nice, nice. Took us right to the top there. And final. It calls for a lemon twist. So, got our lemons from the supermarket here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Woo! Almost dropped that one there. First of all, I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. And we are going to squeeze this side of there. Oh, yes. Nice. Okay. Let me drink just a little bit off the top here. Let's go ahead and dunk that lemon inside of there. So, here we go. Man, it looks beautiful. Look at that. That's a nice looking drink. Let's stir it just a little bit. Can't forget about that. Microphone in the way, causing a lot of problems, but we're going to be able to do it. There we go. All right. And here we go. Very refreshing drink. For 60 milliliters of whiskey, especially of this, tastes very light, but it still has some strength to it. I like that. That'll be a refreshing drink for the summertime. But as it stands right now, this is taking me into springtime, actually. Not a bad drink at all. Being based inside of Japan, let me just state that the highball is the most popular whiskey cocktail, probably just cocktail in general in Japan. Japanese people absolutely love it, and they usually make it not with Dewars, but they would normally make it with Suntory Kakubin whiskey. It's the one that comes inside of a tortoiseshell looking bottle, and is probably Suntory's cheapest whiskey. So they normally make it with that, and you can get it at izakayas and cheap restaurants like that for a very affordable price. I approve. It's refreshing. It's very light on flavor. Yes, it is. I followed the recipe exactly. But it has enough there to quench your thirst if it were a hot day. Anyways, I thank you guys for watching. Salute to you wherever you may be out in the world. Make sure that you guys drink responsibly. And as always, gentlemen, you guys know what to do. Keep it classy.